Amazing how far Purdue has come in that regard. When I played here, it was almost like, let's just hang on for dear life.
And knocks down both. Third foul on Chor.
They told him all of last year to look for his offense, but the proof has been in the pudding.
Yeah, Mr. Kentucky finalist. I mean, there's so many players on this Morehead team that #1 in the nation in foul and free throw disparity. Edey at the line. He gets fouled so often with his size. 4 team Alabama in their season opener on Monday. Edey. He's still perfect here in this first half with just under 5 to play. Purdue lost last a non-conference game. That was against Miami, Florida. 13 personal fouls in this game so far for Morehead State. Just 5 for Purdue as Edey knocks him down.
Seemed like a lot, but it can dissuade you and push you off of your shot.
So many veteran players around. Now
located deep in post position, the ball can't get to him. Right now the ball is getting too easy.
That you're going to get beaten off the dribble?
Well, I don't think from a Purdue perspective, you look at the quickness on the perimeter off the backboard and now complete that three-point play. Contact foul all set up. Right?
The ring never goes around the milk bottle.
But it's great when you have kids. When I played with Yao Ming, Yao shot.
So good luck to them on that. That might be the most difficult challenge they have out in Vegas.
You know, some natural rivalries, but also some conference rivalries.
Smart. He's a great passer. He can score. And he's got that. They understand, hey, we may lose, but we're not afraid to get the ball into the paint, which will lead them to the free throw line. And he's a good free throw shooter.
The inaugural NBA in-season tournament on ESPN and the app. Made them both.
For you to have 2 point guards on the floor.
And my mistake, that foul was called on Ben Dredd.
One thing, Gonzaga is not hanging a lot of fouls on Purdue
today. They certainly got the guys who can do it.
Well, but you know, Virginia went through the same thing. They lost to UMBC.
And there's his first make on the front end of the 1-and-1. Made them both.
And losing Caleb Love into the transfer portal, he's now at Arizona. I think North Carolina's going to have a really good year.
How about the big guys? Edey came back. Baycott came back.
And after you throw back, look immediately into Zach Edey because he's going to be open.
You were in skipping class back at Duke.
Yes, I was.
Oh, sorry. Jay, that is the 7th foul drawn by Zach Edey in this game.
Meshack can drop down and help out.
So Edey, who missed his first 6 free throws today.
Opportunities, but that's, I don't want to say it's by design, but that's what
Zach Edey gets to the line a ton. That is the 21st foul drawn by Zach Edey.
That includes some early misses against Tennessee.
He is 3rd in the country, Robbie, in free throw attempts and #1 amongst Power 5 conference players.
That wasn't even close.
And he takes advantage.
For your life on the glass, that can maybe lead to some of that. Getting his way right back into the play and affecting that floater.
Edey has already gone to the foul line and taken 8 free throw attempts. 7 points and already 19 points.
Steals, huh?
Yeah, or interceptions. He's doing it all tonight.
He certainly has great depth. It's freshman, certainly higher upside. Missed 6 against, I believe it was Tennessee.
That is so significant because it changes.
Give him all the credit because he certainly...
Fouls mounting for the Cats.
Fouls, Barnheiser and Nicholson back in the game.
Looking against Lance Jones.
A brilliant game. You can ask. That's post defense 101.
2 for 2 on that.
In the poll today, Zach Edey drew 15 fouls in that game. Remarkable amount of fouls drawn by one individual.
Well, he'll foul your whole front court out, because once Edey gets it that deep and he's got the basketball around the rim, it's either a dunk or he's going to the line to shoot 2. And 3 for 3 to start tonight. They've done a lot of their damage from 2 this year.
Let's check in with Andy Katz.
Already we've seen in these first couple of minutes here of this first half. Right now, Zach Edey is still the front runner to win National Player of the Year for the 2nd season in a row.
Floor, everybody's looking to move the basketball. It rarely has stopped on the offensive end.
Well, even when but drops and now an opportunity for 3.
That is the 89th foul drawn by Zach Edey.
I mean, Bama does have really good size, but you're going to need, I don't think the game plan changes if those guys aren't in the game, but you are going to need 4 or 5 or even 6 bodies to just throw at. You might even see Mohamed Diabate in there. Course of this year, leads the Big Ten in scoring and rebounding, 2nd in blocks, leads the league in offensive rebounds, leads the country in free throws made. Alongside Zach Edey.
Yeah, for the 2 of them to play.
Daniel Miller will get that same thing.
It is a growing population. Zach Edey, part of that.
The basketball
just showed you Zach Edey has about 90 to 100 people here watching this game, and his return, the big dog, by Rick Mount.
He's in the discussion.
Free throw good. Edey, perfect from the line. 2nd free throw is good.
Even late game, you can still go to him.
Beautiful.
He has.
A friend's dad basically begged him to play basketball.
Performance here is that they've already put up 39 against what I think is one of the elite defenses in college basketball. He's defender to jump in and make a play on it. He'll protect the facial area, so put it there and he'll catch it.
Breaks that scoreless streak. 5:58. The reigning National Player of the Year. And attempts in the country for 2.
And he earns the 2nd. Even the guards.
He just puts in so much work at it. He told him to lock in, told him to focus up. Your peers on the floor, I can remember getting in Vince Edwards' grill, getting in P.J. Thompson's grill.
And for Jacksonville, they had to be saying uh-oh when the first shot of this game went down.
Ray McCullum Sr. would come to games at times. I went to Hoosier Hysteria. I would go to the elite camp and see how they interacted with Coach Painter. That's what sold the deal for me and my family.
And that one ends a 2.5-minute scoring drought.
We've all seen Lewis Jackson at Wisconsin get his bell rung.
6-7.
Angles where you see things roll for offensive rebounds. Zach Edey
in adding up these points.
Yeah, he's seen everything.
The kind of patience he has shown in the paint tonight. And he knocks down.
And just takes what the defense gives him.
Now the crowd back into it, feeling as if they helped.
A little bit on the arm.
Edey able to hit the first free throw, alarming rate, and able to convert on both of them.
Gillis is a real threat to shoot, but you've got to get back and get to Edey.
NCAA history, more than 750 points, 400 rebounds, 70 blocks, and 50 assists. You think of all the...
There's a good chance this is his last year in West Lafayette. What a career he's had.
And so Edey back to the free throw line.
Purdue is in home conference games. And if this result holds,
to the top teams in the league.
And he's 5'11", but he's as quick as anybody. You would think that he would have been picking the ball up his whole life. From Ball State. And Mike Woodson going to need some real minutes.
Free throw. He's built a condo at the charity stripe.
Post Isaac Haas in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. You're going to get physical aspects, and Edey did Johnson from the game at Rutgers a week ago today, and Edey cashes in on 2 free throws.
That's a tough one right there because the block was clean. Mike Woodson is going to leave Khalil Ware out there, and that's the right play.
And Edey just feasting once again. 9 for 9, make him 10 for 10.
They've had first-team All-Americans. They've competed for Big Ten titles. They've won a Big Ten tournament.
You also
got 2
have
as well.
Yeah, so
And they do marvel at the way that Purdue's players in West Lafayette, but I think you look at guys that are giving it up for the greater good of the team, size perspective. You're just fighting for your life, and a lot of times when you do that, you end up fouling because you're...
And my, does he get to the line a lot.
Also leads the Big Ten free throws made, offensive rebound, scoring, rebounding, field goal percentage.
To reach that mark. And he knocks down one of two.
I know, but the number of people who have done that, it is an incredibly short list.
Rated offensive efficiency in the nation. And there's point number 30 for big Zach Edey.
Extra tough because now Smith has that jumper working a little bit, so he went to head.
Manhandle you. It's not an envious position to be in for Terrace Reed.
And Edey cashes in. Both free throw attempts in the country by a pretty wide margin. A quiet 4 points. So Juwan Howard's going to go.
So that doesn't take away from what he's been able to accomplish at Purdue. It's been remarkable.
I think big guys are always paying a price. Edey trying to end that 11-2 run. His scoring average has gone up with each passing year.
And partner, this has been a chess match between Matt Painter and Steve Peichel. Remember early on, they were trying to straight post Zach Edey. Well, Zach Edey has been terrific in this game, and his ability to knock down free throws.
He can only play in spots. Omori has the quick feet.
Accomplish that goal.
Well, if you're Northwestern, you have to live with free throw attempts. They allowed Purdue to... 6 points now for Edey. And Edey good on the first, which they can do. Just the third made free throw in the last 9 attempts. And 2 for Edey, puts him into double figures. And there's Edey
right now.
Unbelievable.
They're going to sit down, and they didn't do it. that was high level.
2 for 2.
The devourer. He has excellent eye contact that leads.
You know, I would pay a lot of money. You're a tennis guy,
And Greg Gard is not afraid to go to his bench.
there you go.
Big Z.
Got the second.
To pick up that 5.
87 points, make it 8 now.
Goes to the bench. Not only do you take away some paint protection, but you take it. Gus, is almost an impossible ask.
Told me yesterday at practice. Not being able to make the transition into the NBA game because you don't shoot the 3 and you may not be able to guard it.
Has had an outstanding career he just got traded from to a big man that had to float around, but yet still he had a mark on the game.
Comparable numbers in college and went on to do pretty well. Get a look at the league.
Well, it's a different game, different idea. Listen, from behind the arc, but because they're able to get to the free throw line.
Biggest offensive rebound of his life, and then Edey doing what...
And he's able to hit both free throws.
Has become a flaker.
And Edey now,
that's high level IQ right there. That's elite. The way team doesn't do it, it's a missed opportunity.
13th in the NCAAs with their free throw shooting.
It is 71%. Numbers against Purdue last 3 games, including a... Purdue is perfect from the free throw line. And they continue that. Now 8 for 8. And he makes both.
70% for the big guy.
Into a sea of students, he converts the first. Scoring in Purdue history, and he has 18 over today. They only have 6 turnovers. But for the Boilermakers,
but he'll take it.
18 for 18, back to a 5-point game.
Braden Smith's been scoring. He's been setting his teammates up. I mean, he is playing honestly like an All-American. That pull-up back to working. It was big for Jeremiah Williams to pick up that second. And just throw it through him. It's on him to catch it.
Edey got it.
Just that she is one of the goods.
You know what? I don't know what parlor games we'll have left.
Bobby Buckets over there.
You think maybe?
Player of the year. When you think about plays like that,
so we won't.
And that might be part of it.
In TV parlance, we'll push.
And the team overall. Purdue is recruiting Hunter Dickinson, who's now to back games in Ann Arbor in 12 years.
You're the player in the country, so it would help Purdue greatly if he could have
a higher risk than it was last season.
Former AD at Michigan State. Guess what he had lined up?
That would have been awesome. And that young lady.
Purdue half-court defense. With your set offense, you can.
He has attempted 90 more free throws than anybody else in the league. Soccer practice, and then ended up on the baseball team. And then
it'd be one thing if he was 250, he's 300. And so body-wise, it's very difficult to body him up.
If it's free, it's for me.
That's right.
And Edey says,
three-point play.
They said it would be Purdue ball.
That's what it should be. I saw a point toward. So Edey knocks down earlier this year.
I mean, the fact that he scored 1,000 in 4 seasons.
We were talking about it the other day here, Jim Jackson. That is a double-double now for Edey, whose free throw is good.
Are really, you certainly have Wall on the floor.
Yeah, you can't make up the result on the forehead.
On pace for 413 free throws.
And playing the double on Edey. Sees that Matt Painter and Tom Izzo can throw at you. And the plays, depending on...
Edey at the line. 7 of 12 today, and he hit 2 for 2.
A three-point play opportunity. So good on the offensive glass, Zach Edey. Two guys were trying to block him out. Unsuccessfully, still able to maneuver. More opportunities like that will be there for Wisconsin.
No question.
And the third foul called on Nolan Winter is... Unfortunately, they don't want to have you. 13 of 18 of the free throw line. They have attempted just one free throw before this one from Edey, and he nails it. On the floor, Zach Edey at the free throw line, and Winter is playing with 4 fouls.
Right. On Edey as he rolled to the basket.
If anything, it was a charge, I thought. 2 out of 2 for Edey. Zach Edey has made 6 of his last 7 free throws. And right now he's on a heater at the line. Edey was not 100% coming into this game. And Wisconsin as a team, 5 of 9 at the line. And Edey keeps on making them at the line.
Edey taking his 4th free throw. He's 0 of 3. And unnecessary. It's my only chance. His first foul defending Edey. Crowds are courtside. Edey, 8 of the 10 Grambling State fouls. So they don't notice me and say, you really guard Edey. That matters in this game is Zach Edey. I don't mean that to demean any of really bodying him up, and he's able to still get the ball to the goal. We'll go back to Andy Krebs real quickly. Dante Jackson, Andy, the foul. By the way, we just talked about your brother, Jeff. And again, Matt Painter, one of the most knowledgeable guys. You got to keep him off the free throw. We're already shooting the one-on-one. Panic fouls against Edey. Like, oh my God, he's got the ball. He runs very well. He catches the ball well. He passes it well. And that was a good call. You can't argue that. Foul goes on Martinez.
1% on the year. Points for Edey, make it 11 with 9.5 left.
Through high school, only got a spot here in Purdue.
Mark Few said in the 25 years, Edey said after the second round win over determined Purdue team after what happened against FDU a year ago. In favor of Purdue, but these Tennessee fans are making their voice heard early. Edey had trouble at the free throw line against Tennessee back in November. He was just 9 of 17. Best friend as Edey makes the front end.
They only got that, and you thought they were going to shoot a lot of 1-and-1s in this game, Purdue.
Edey makes it. Oscar Robertson back in 1960. Oh my goodness. Steve, if you're a Tennessee fan, you look at the box score. And he makes it.
It's been their best offense in the half court.
Let's check in with Evan.
defensive rebounding next play and make them earn everything.
Nothing beats, I know when I coach. If he makes this free throw, he'll tie a career high 38 for Zach Edey. 1 out of 2 for Edey. 39 for Edey. And now 40.
But Purdue's got a double-digit lead. Zach Edey at the free throw line. Flip it to the other side, Grant.
Right now, Purdue beating them inside and outside. You know, Kevin breeds positivity, something that is lacking in this. Obviously, you and I, Grant.
Just 11 points for Purdue.
He had 9 attempts,
10 rebounds. First player to do it in March Madness history. And he cans a pair.
And on defensive end, they communicate well. Edey has led the nation in technicals.
He's given a lot of credit to his wife, Andrea.
We'll just zone up, though.